No, it's actually not a banker. I've got a lot of consultants, and they say she's a what do you call it? A relationship manager. A relationship manager. That's a good laugh. And relationship manager, all she's supposed to do is offer you product and services and explain it to you. So now I've actually got a banker. So she is a banker.
She is a business banker.
Wow.
So she might have relationship associates that call on her behalf and assist her, as would any business banker would most likely have.
Yes.
But yeah, she's not a relationship banker. She's a business banker.
Like when she wants something signed, she gets someone else to do it and says, "Can you sign this and you can sign that, please?" Which important matters, like signature cards. Now let's put that aside for a second. Now this is interesting. Just so you know, the trust deed has been verified behind my back by the same lawyer in a different by a different lawyer at the same address but the same name, and I didn't even know about it, and it's varied. Anyway, that's just something that's for me to deal with on the side. Now, let's get to another thing, thank you, is Contos Investments Proprietary Limited. This is the last company I'm going to ask you about. Contos Investments Proprietary Limited, 1965 company. Can you see anything there?
I'll just have to do a hard search
Yeah,
again.
good. And I'll shut the fuck up and let you do. I'm so sorry because I
No,
don't.
that's all right.
No, no. Thank you, darling. Thank you, darling. Yeah. I'll just take it back a couple of years. Yeah. I used to be nice gentleman. You know, when I was young like you, and I was young and I was nice and I talked nicely. And you know, I used to see all the company directors in my father's restaurant. And they were like, oh, you know, always frustrated. And now I've become one. So I hope you don't become one like that. Oh dear. Disgruntled director. Yeah, this is
Having a look.
beautiful. Yeah. You've done more than all the NAB bankers have done in 10 years, mate, in half an hour conversation, I'm telling you. Brilliant person, brilliant,
Oh, thank you.
brilliant. No, you're valued, darling. You're very, very valuable. You're very good.
Oh,
Trust me. No, you need to hear that. You need to.
thank you.
Yeah, thank
Really
you.
appreciate that.
Thank you, darling. No, thank you.
Just having a look.
Mm-hmm.
I
Take,
think it was um Contos Investments. Is that correct?
no, Contos Investments with a K.
Oh,
Contos Investments,
okay.
yeah.
So just the last name. And
Yeah.
that was your father's name?
No, it's Contos Investments Proprietary Limited. It's yeah, it was all the everything's my father's. It's not mine.
Okay, let me have a look.
I'm just the scapegoat.
Let's see if I
The
can.
director's liable. He signed. He goes to jail. Yeah, right. Yeah. Everyone does whatever they want. The director's liable. Mm.
And just trying to have a look at that one.
Be a shareholder. Don't ever be a director. Remember me. Be a shareholder, not a director.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Taylor.
No, that's alright. And in regards to that profile, what were you looking for?
I'm going to ask you that question now. Now, so you've got the profile up. Beautiful. Now, I want you to tell me, uh, in your own capacity, as you're looking at the screen, what you want to tell me. Take your time, take a breath. Very important, very important conversation. This one.
Yeah.
What would you like to tell me?
Well, I can see that you're a director of
Mm-hmm.
the company. In regards to like So
Beautiful.
in regards to any of the information, it might just be the fact of that things aren't linked because it doesn't give me any more information besides like the name, how long has it been there,
Yeah.
and some other details. I can't really. It doesn't look like there is any accounts, but that just might be because it just hasn't been linked. Like the ones on the. If I had a look at the other one, the Contos P2 Ltd.
Yeah.
The only reasoning why I was able to see those things is because those ones.
Yes.
Those accounts on that profile weren't linked either, but they were they were linked with the Evercourt one. So with this one, I'm not sure if it's like a separate type of company
Yeah.
that doesn't hold any guarantors, but with this one I can't see anymore. But that just might be the security level that I have over the phone.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
might be able to gain more access at a branch if things weren't linked or anything.
You're very thorough, very good. Now, with what's very interesting is that there is some security. Can you see a signature card there?
A signature card?
Yep. Because you got
Credit card?
no, like there's on a profile. You should have the date it opens up there. Probably you probably have the date of when the account opened up, and a lot of the times you should see the shareholdings, who's got the shareholdings, and the third thing is you can see a signature card.
Oh, like when you sign to open the account?
Something like that. Yes, correct.
Yeah, so normally we do have a system that can see that.
Yes.
But I don't believe that you've been linked, and again, that just might be because it's very old. So there might be a signature, but it won't allow me to access any more information than what I've already got.
Great. How about the other companies? Could you see any signature card or shareholdings there? Like you saw me that I was a director. Sorry, you saw that I was a director, which is good. That was one thing actually out of the four things. Yeah, that's good. What I want to know, yeah. So, because sorry, I don't want to confuse you. Is there any information on the other companies? Sorry if I'm making you go back on the shareholdings or a signature card. Those two things.
So shareholdings, I'm not too sure, like exactly sure what you mean by that one. But in regards to signature, the only thing that I can see
Yes.
when there's a signature, when we open an account. So for example, if you only opened an account and we created an account form, which
Yep.
would be anyone to sign, so anyone can transact or any two to sign.
You got it.
We would then sign it. So for the Evercourt one, for the account that I can see that is linked correctly, that I have access to, one of the accounts that you are a signatory on, for example,
You
would
got
be an account ending in 0769. I can see the account rule for that one is anyone to sign it, anyone to amend, and I can see that your signature is just two letters.
TK.
Possibly. I think your signature's a lot different to what I would write, but it looks like an E, and the other one possibly a K.
Yeah, I know.
Like cursive looking.
Yeah, that's the one that Senior Executive showed me on his laptop computer. Now, what I'm trying to get at is this is brilliant. Remember, we're not going to solve a 25-year case in an hour, but I bet you. But I tell you what, in half an hour, you've done a lot. I swear to God, you've done a lot. This is brilliant. Now this is interesting because you said before if we opened up an account together, I like the way that you talk. You said, well, then we would say that if we decide later on that anyone can open up an account, we'd both have to agree on that later on. Something like that you were saying.
So the process, which again, this is my process, so I can't speak on any other
I understand.
like a business banker or what they do. But if you were to call me and you wanted to open an account for one of the companies that you are a director, if you're a sole director, I could open it for you straight away. If there's two directors or more,
Yep.
I would need to speak with both you and the other director to consent to open an account.
Brilliant. That's why when I'll go back 10 questions. When I asked you, can you see the signature card? Because the last time I called security, he was on the screen and he goes, sir, can I tell you something? I go ahead. He goes, 2 signatories have to be present when signing a signature card. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is the CEO, the senior executive that was calling me up. I had all the bankers calling me up for 3 weeks, right? And I finally went in there, and he showed me that signature card on the laptop screen, and he was in horror. Horror. There's $19 million missing. So I'm trying to get to. Don't worry, we can't put on. You've given me a lot. You've helped me out a lot, right? And where you're very thorough is you've done no harm to NAB. You've done no harm to the law, right? And no harm to me. You've done nothing wrong at all. You're very, very professional, right? So thank you, darling. Thank you. Now, I don't want. I don't want to ask you any more questions because I don't want to tire you out because I could go on forever. The, and the next thing that he showed me is that my father's shareholdings are still there, and my father passed away 22 years ago. Now, does that give you a little bit of a hint why the CEO resigned a couple of hours later in the morning? And the senior executive didn't even know. And he was angry with me, angry. Because he thought, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? I could have sued the bank 50 times over, I told you. I've written to you 22,000 times to the legal department. I'm the rear admiral. I've told you that the boat's going to hit the iceberg. I've told you. Huh? I'm telling, and I've told them. And I said, the shareholders are going to cop a fine now. They will be fined. 70 years with the bank. Huh? They're not listening to me. And guys in America, they're fining the shareholders $1 billion for 1 month's profits. And I've been with the bank for 70 years. Taylor, I thank you so much. And thank you for putting up with me.
Do you have any other questions?
I have.
Or anything?
Oh, darling, you're so beautiful. I would be on the phone with you all day. Or I'm going to ask you something. Who are the signatories of Evercorp? Now we're going to go back to it. Huh? I want you to look at that card. Yeah, Evercorp Proprietary Limited. Let's go back to the first one. This is the first one. If you look at Evercorp Proprietary Limited, right, you're going to see 3 signatures. How could there be 3 signatures? Okay, I'll just slow down. Evercorp Proprietary Limited, signature card.
Yep, so you've got, I have a lot.
So, because I do blabber on, I'm sorry, I will focus.
That's alright.
Thank you, darling.
So you've got 3 accounts under Evercorp.
Wow, 3.
So you've got 2 accounts and 1 loan.
Oh, yeah, okay, okay, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
And one's a trading account, yeah. Whatever that means.
If I have a look at, again, one of them, the 0769, which you can see on internet banking, that one would have yourself as well as a Maria Conto.
Where's my father, Contos?
So, and you said that he passed away, correct?
Yeah.
Sometimes, like again, I'm not in bereavement, but sometimes they can be removed once it has been given to someone else. So
Yeah, but it was on it. Yeah, sorry, go on.
So if I have a look at all of them, what was your father's name?
Contos.
Yeah, so on one of these accounts, which I can see both yourself is on there.
And there's a line through my father's signature. There's a line through it. So there's a line through it, but his shares are still there. Sorry, I should have pointed that out. Oh, no, don't put the line through it. No, I've got to keep my memory. No, there wasn't. It was just my father and me.
Yeah, so with this one here, I can see your father's name. It does say the position was a director, but in regards to anything else, there's not as much detail, there's no customer number or anything, because he would have probably been removed once your father passed, and like yourself, and I believe it is Maria, your sister?
No, my mother.
Your mother? Yeah, he would have probably been removed as a signatory because he's obviously, unfortunately, passed away, but I can see on one of the accounts the name is still there, but that's not active.
That would mean that I was the only one that was taking out money out. Then how can money be taken out? Because my mother wasn't on the card for years and years and years. She put her name on the card somehow. That's what I'm trying to get across to you. So
yeah, so just like in plain and simple, who should be on the account?
that's the $1 billion question. That's the $1 billion question. We'll get.
From what I can see both yourself as well as Maria as directors.
Interesting.
So that's for the company. That's for the contact investment.
That's interesting. That's interesting. It's an interesting story, Marwan. Uh, I don't know. I don't know, Taylor. What can you do for me? What can you? What I can ask you questions and you can answer them, which is beautiful for once. It's a,
So what's like at the end of the day?
yeah.
What do you like? What's going through your head of what's happened to the money or what is incorrect on our end?
My sister, who has been relinquishing the trust, and I've given her two properties up the road here, but they're still in my name, but I gave her the properties. It's confusing, I know. And then basically, she's logging in and she's taken their money out for the last 19 years. She's been taking out the $1 million slowly out. And the last security guy was saying, no, you're not logging in. I'm just trying to say, obviously, someone's taking the money out and someone's logging in. And all I'm trying to get to at the start of this telephone conversation is who's logging who's logging in and what's the address. I don't think you can tell me the address. The only thing you can tell me is it's not my address.
So what I can do is if that's the case, if you are able to give me an account number, if it's not the ones that I can already see on my end right now,
Yeah.
we can go through the transactions and obviously like we won't be able to go through the whole period,
Yes.
but we can definitely go through a few of the transactions to make sure that they are legitimate and you are the person that is making those transactions. Because if you do believe that someone else has your login
Yeah.
and then someone's removing the money from your own, I'm more than happy to put a hold or some other people say a block on your internet banking so then no one can log into your login. That just means that you would need to go to the branch or to get it unblocked.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. But you know what? It's too late because what they've done is they've made mergers and they've taken and all the money, and the real estate agent has basically dictated my father's trust and he's taking all the money now. So I've got now the real estate agent taking over. So my sister was doing it and now I've got the real estate agent taking it. He takes all the money and I can't do anything about it. So that wouldn't help because what happens is the real estate agent is now saying all the money, all the properties, basically. That let's say there's a property and it's a company, and the tenant pays the money to a new bank account, and they can do it. Doesn't matter what the director says and the shareholder, which is me. The real estate agent saying the money goes to him. And I haven't even appointed him. So that's the next conversation I've got with the chairman of Ray White. And he said, I got a real estate agent for 19 years who wasn't even appointed by me, and he's even sent the application form without my signature on it, right? I can't believe it because we're laughing our heads off, me and my consultants. And he's saying it's too long ago, I can't do anything, and now he's taking the money. So what I'm trying to say is, even if you put a block on it, doesn't make a difference now. Yeah, but maybe we should do it just for fun, for the magistrate, for the High Court, just to make a good laugh for me and you. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's where it's headed. Yeah. You know what your senior executive said to me? I said to him, third sentence, I said to him, this will go to High Court. You know what he said to me? He goes, yeah, but you've got to go through two court systems. So in other words, you guys can do whatever you want. You can fuck my father's estate, right? Excuse the language. And I can't do anything because I've got to go through two court systems. And I'm calling up barristers in the city and they're sending me gangsters and saying, what guns do you need? And I'm not kidding you. And I told the police last night in an interview. And then they're starting to believe me. I go, really? Is that right? Is that what it resorted to? I have to resort to violence now. I don't want to resort to violence, okay? I just want to run my father's estate. And I'm trying everything I can. And I should have gone mad. So thank you, Taylor, for everything. I want you to do something for me. If you could please just tell me who's logging in. I will leave you my email address and leave you in peace. If you can tell me who's logging in and took all that money, that's what I really would like. Because
What I'll do.
Thank you. Yeah.
With the information that I've got available to me, so with your two NAB IDs.
Yes.
So the first thing what I'll do is I'll remind you of what we've already previously talked about your two NAB IDs.
Yes.
And then what I'll do, okay, is just so we can pop this all on record and we can have someone looking into this as well, I'm going to lodge some feedback in
Yep.
And I'm going to pop in all the details of what you've spoken to me about today, and about logging in and, all this stuff. So then we have it on record, so then you can refer back to it as well.
Okay.
Then we can get someone else to call you from the complaints team. Now, again, I don't think they're going to be able to obviously resolve this firsthand, because it does sound like it has been a very ongoing, long issue.
Yep.
But at least that way, they have a little bit more wiggle room to be able to escalate it. So my normal process when
Yes.
there's a problem that I can't fix, or if there's like a really big, complaint, normally I would then, if I don't want to escalate it through a feedback, I would then let my manager know, get them to escalate it,
Yep.
so they would
Problem.
do it that way.
Problem. I know. He might be in on it. Remember, they're all in on it. I'm not crazy, because the CEO's left and the worker is with the senior executive, and the senior executive is like, the way he looked at me in the last meeting was absolutely disgusting. It's like he goes, no one knows. Huh? No one knows that this is happening. And they've got NAB, and I kid you not, sending 4 police officers into my hotel room. And I know all the police, 70 police incidents. And all they care about is my health. I'm telling you, they sent 4 police officers to my hotel room. What the fuck are you doing in my hotel room, man? This is my hotel room. Huh? And they're washing the coke down the sink, and they're worried about my health. I'm just trying to say something. Now, I think what we should do is, you're a beautiful human being, and you do what you do, and I'm going to remember you. I'm going to tell you to remember this. If something happens to you, you get fired or whatever, you will have a position with me, and I'll pay you double salary of what they're paying you. Remember that one, okay? Remember that one, okay? Because that's how high this is. If that happens, huh? Just yeah, okay. Now I will leave. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. I'll leave you my email. You've got my email address there. You probably have my email address on my account somewhere there. I'll give it to you. Yeah. At gmail.com. Correct.
Yes, correct.
Thank you, Taylor.
No, that's all right. What I'm going to do as well for you, Tim,
Yes.
is I'm going to, I'll speak, because obviously we don't have any teams open, just because I do feel like I haven't really solved much. Tomorrow when I go into the,
You have.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to escalate this one, so we can get another baker to review everything, just to make sure that there's nothing that I've missed, and everything's been explained to you. And during the week, I'll give you a call back once I have another baker or two, have a look at all the information.
Thank you, darling. Thank you so much for this. Thank you.
No, that's all right. And then, so I won't put any feedback in today. I'll just put all the notes in. I'll speak to my leader tomorrow.
Yeah.
If I can arrange a time to get a few people to have a look at, your profile,
Yeah.
the company's profiles that you've given me,
Yes.
so we can read through everything and have a look. It is really difficult when, the profiles are quite old.
Yes.
Processes have changed with, the linking process of being able to find them all organised.
Yes.
So I'll get another few bankers to review it. I'll give you a call. If I give you a call, I might have, more news. If not, I'll let you know that we've reviewed it, everything that we spoke about today. If there's as much as I can give you, okay?
And please, it's a 25-year issue, so I don't want you to rush anything. Take your time. I want you to think clearly, and I want you to take your time on this one. I thank you so much. There's actually something that's just light bulbed in my head. There is actually another account which is very important, and I should actually tell you, it's called C Contos and M Contos, which is the partnership, which doesn't even exist as accounts anymore. Actually, I should have told you. Yeah, the account was called C Contos, M Contos. Yeah, if you could just write that down and remember, it was like my father and my dad as a partnership, as I think as a personal property actually. Yes, it wasn't proprietary limited. Yes, it was personal. Yes, so which doesn't exist anymore. But I was doing all the signatories for it. So that's the interesting thing. I was signing all those accounts, but it was my father's account with my mother, which is weird. And I had my consultant saying, your mum's trying to make you commit fraud. That's fraud. Okay, it'll all come out in the wash later on.
And so, do you not speak to your mother?
Not for 18 months now. I can't. I tried 23 years, 24 years to try and put my family together, and I had to give up at some stage. I had to walk away. It's oh, it's sad, darling. It's sad. It's very sad. No, I'm gonna cry now. No, it's sad. Don't. Why is it? Well, it's wrong. It's wrong what's happening, and you've got people that hate my father, and it's a personal agenda, and they're brainwashing my mother, and all my consultants have said that. And it's disgusting. And now I've got NAB, and they're turning a blind eye to it all. I've got.
And I'm so sorry that you feel that way. I really do hope that we can make a positive experience for you and help. So yeah, I'll definitely look into this one, and I'll keep giving you updates. Just wanting to confirm.
Yes.
Just so I can note that down.
Yes.
So I know you said about all the money missing. It's been a long time, but is there one specific account that the funds were getting transferred into?
No. Correct. For the last 7 years, yes, you're right. All the money was going into one account. Okay, but yep. And previous to the 7 years, it was going into different accounts, which it should be. It should have gone. If the property was owned by one company, then the tenants should pay to that company. It's quite simple. Every company has a customer and has a share. Yeah, that's how it was done originally. But then the real estate agent, for the last 7 years, he was putting everything into one account. I can't remember which one. And then my sister was taking it out. And now what he's done is he's opened up brand new accounts, right? I don't know what he's doing. And then there's no money coming into the estate. So there's an estate, and it's got assets, and it's got tenants, but all the money goes somewhere else. And I don't know, I don't know where.
So with the account that it was being transferred to originally,
Yes.
would there be a chance that, if I called you in a week or so, you'd be able to find that account number? Or is that
Oh yeah, I've got the account numbers. It's just in my other phone, and my other phone is has no battery power. That's why.
That's okay. Well, what I can do is I can give you a call sometime this week once I've reviewed everything
Beautiful.
that we've spoken about, and then when I give you a call, you can provide that to me, and then I can go back and do some more searching,
Beautiful.
and then I'll give you another call.
Beautiful.
I'll probably be giving you more than 2 calls, but that's
Hey,
okay.
call me anytime. Please. It's great. It's great. Thank you, darling. Thank you.
No, that's all right. Now, is there anything else I can do for you right away now?
No. It's, no. Thank you, darling. You've been more pleasure to deal with in the last 25 years of bankers. I'm telling you. Thank you, darling.
I will speak with you soon, okay?
Thank you, darling. Have a lovely weekend.
Yes, you too. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Taylor. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, it's gorgeous, man. Gorgeous. You wonder why I do coke. 25 years of this shit, man. Pressure. Are we done?